An American Tale, Fievel Goes West. Well, this is a sequel to the first An American Tale, which came out in 1986, and I've seen this movie about a few years ago. A few years ago, I never knew about this movie back then. I never did. I never knew about this movie back then. But I could have get this email on Facebook a long time ago, but I did not really know Steven Spielberg made this movie till I was about 5 or 6 or whatever I was. So if I had to consider that, I get it until then. But anyways, these are going to be my opinions and thoughts on this movie. Now, first of all, I remember when my parents bought it on VHS, and I've been watching it so many times before. I've been watching this movie in person, I really was. But I've been wanting to see it. Okay, if any of you hadn't really watched it, why in the world are you talking about it right now? Plus, you know everyone could look it up on YouTube and watch the movie. Yes, I did. I have also watched this movie here on YouTube. But I would have wished I could have saw the movie in person, in HD. Jeez. But, anyways. So, I saw the entire movie on VHS and on YouTube because I've been dying to see it. And I said, I really want to see this movie. One of my friends started emailing me, which says, hey, why don't you just look it up on YouTube? But really, YouTube has almost everything you're looking for. I'm like, duh, of course. If I had cynical film thoughts, it's just stupid. It's going to be in my head. I'll call it because if I had to think of it or anything else. Of course, it's just stupid. So I popped to my VCR. I saw the entire movie. It was really good. It was like a 2 hour long or an hour long or probably like a 2 hour long. The movie was the first to introduce Amblimation, which got super edited and become one of the most popular animation studios in history. And I'm even like, I did not know Amblimation did this movie right when I was young. And I'm like, holy whoa. When I just first saw this cover of the film, I considered making myself Ned, and it was talking about some of the characters in the movie, like Fievel, Tiger, Tanya, Caterwall, Miss Kitty, and especially Wiley Burp. And it's got this incredible cast like Dom DeLuise, Amy Irving, John Lovitz, John Cleese, and especially Jimmy Stewart. And I can completely make myself know that Universal Studios has done the whole best job on the film. It is one of the best movies that Universal Studios has ever made. But no, it was talking about Amblimation also. And I said, well, I'm definitely want to be able to check out this movie, for sure I am. And, well, I turned my volume up. Well, I put my headphones in my ears so that way I just had to get a few earphones so I can put in my ears so I can hear very well. You would not even believe how they actually done. Holy cow, when I saw some of my favorite parts in the movie, I popped myself some popcorn and then I got myself some drink, and when I started running out of them, I just had to pause the movie, and then I actually had to refill, and then I come back and continued it. It was pretty. Well, I can't even believe that Amblimation did its best job on it. I was like, no one told me that Amblimation did this movie a long time ago, and it was pretty cool. It was so pure and epic, and I even loved the fight at the end between Fievel, Wiley Burp, and Tiger, and Caterwall and his cats. It was pretty cool that they were doing like the shooting at each other and doing the slingshots at each other, like from other Western films, and I think it's more interesting than ever. I'm not just really gonna have to say it's sort of a ripoff, and I think it's pretty awesome. There's almost a lot of one of my favorite parts in a movie, but not all of them. But there's so many of my favorite parts in a movie. I'm not just really gonna have to say it's up to rip off, but I guess it's pretty awesome. Oh, okay. Here's this one favorite part at the beginning of the movie, when Wiley Burp gets completely surrounded by a whole bunch of Caterwall's cats, and then Fievel was actually up on the roof, staring at him, and then he jumped down from there, coming up to him, making a conversation, and then after that, Fievel pulls out two guns, shooting at the cats, going. Okay, seriously, I just got out of control on that scene, really. Another favorite part I want to tell you is, and it's where the cats were actually attacking the streets of New York, and during the Fievel was actually completely acting mature, and then fights the cats. My favorite part of the movie is where he was going, I see you're missing an eye, Pilgrim. And another part in that part is where he was actually going, that's right, I'm talking to you, Spirit. Okay, I'm starting to go out of control on that too, and I think it's pretty interesting and more popular. I even love the fight. And like I said, the fight is awesome. It's where Fievel, Wily Burp, and Tiger were trying to stop Caterwall from turning the mice into mouse burgers and building a better mousetrap. That is one of Caterwall's secret plans. And at the end of the fight, the cats end up in a mailbag and then starts going far away. And it's pretty awesome. What I even like about the song, like the movie, is the songs. And the songs are cool. I even love this one song that I seriously love. It's called Dreams to Dream, and it's the finale version. Well, there's an original version in the movie, but there's the finale version at the end of the movie. One of the coolest facts about that song is that it's written by James Horner and Will Jennings, and it was produced by David Foster. And what I should say is the one who sings it is the most incredible, sensual, and popular artist ever. Oh, don't worry, it's not Whitney Houston. It's not really her. There's another artist who sang it. Her name is Linda Ronstadt. She's one of the most famous artists who actually sing songs from other albums that are my favorite. And yes, she sang the finale version of Dreams to Dream. And I liked it. I even loved the music video that I saw on YouTube. And it was pretty cool too. But what I should say is, when I was trying to search for it on the iPod Touch, I could not see it on there. But still a great music video and a good song. I liked it. And what makes me think about the song is David Foster, who produced the song, and I think it was pretty interesting and more popular. It's such a good song, and I loved it. Now, there are about a few bad things I didn't really like about the movie. Well, not really. Well, it's also which I'm going to be begging for them to do with the movie. Well, seriously, what could have gone wrong with this? Seriously, I got to give myself, what could have gone wrong with the movie? Okay, here's my quotes on which got wrong about the movie. First of all, where was the movie on iTunes? Where was the movie on iTunes? Remember about The Secret of Nim? That is also one of my favorite movies ever. My second favorite, and it's also on other networks such as PlayStation Network and iTunes. And I'm pretty sure. But what I should say is, if The Secret of Nim is on iTunes, then where was Fievel Goes West on there? Seriously, where was the movie on there? When are they going to do that? Well, on the iTunes store, you can buy songs and movies, or you can also rent them for sure. But seriously, why isn't it on there? When I was searching for Don Bluth's movies, I saw The Secret Name is on there, but where was Five August West on there? When are they going to do that? Another problem for one of my quotes in which I got wrong with the movie is that they only made the video game right on the Super NES. They really did. You're thinking with the movie, you think they made the movie as a video game on the on other game systems, but they didn't. They only made the video game on the Super Nintendo. What kind of movie is this? What kind of movie is this with a video game only being on the Super NES? Remember on other movies that came back in the 1990s? They always put it on other game systems such as Sega Genesis. But with the movie, they only made the video game on the Super NES? It doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make sense. The other thing I didn't really like about the most seriously and importantly, what I did not really like about the movie, in my opinion, they're supposed to make this movie on Blu-ray. Where was the movie on Blu-ray? Seriously, where was the movie on Blu-ray? Come on, again, with the movie, you think they're going to make this movie on Blu-ray? But they didn't. They need to start doing that. When are they going to do that? With Blu-ray, you can watch your favorite movies in completely 1080p resolution, high definition, and with superior surround sound. And you could do interactive things such as connect with BD Live, chat with your friends, power up, connect your own commentary, and especially plug it into your PS3. And I could tell this, and all the high definition is so awesome. And with Blu-ray, it's such a blast. But no, they didn't make this movie on Blu-ray. I'm questioning, where are they going to do that? I've been watching Five Goes West on over and over and over again just to think they're going to make it on Blu-ray for sure. But no. Again, on other movies. Seriously. I don't even get it. Well, here's the thing I want to tell you on which I was thinking. I've been watching this Amblimation video, which is made by this YouTube channel called Iguano. And I comment on one of his videos which says, Are they really making We're Back a Dinosaur Story on Blu-ray? When I researched on Wikipedia, they said that on October 1st, 2010 they are. I really hope they do. And then he replied it back to me, which says, in all respects, I really don't know. But that'd be cool since Beauty and the Beast was released on Blu-ray. I love that comment very much. But what for Iguano, I have just at least one thing I just have to say to him. Still, they have got to make this movie on Blu-ray. When are they going to do that? I mean, seriously. I always loved watching movies on Blu-ray, and I think it's pretty cool. But when are they going to make this movie on Blu-ray? And where was it on there? Seriously, I can't live. I can't live without it. Seriously, they got to do that. Holy cow! When are they going to do that? But seriously, what I should say is because of every last type of these all flaws. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great movie. I really loved it. Don't get me wrong, it's still one of the best movies ever, even because of all these flaws. But it's just they need to download this movie on iTunes. They only made the video game on the Super NES, and they seriously need to make this movie on Blu-ray. And when they do, the movie on Blu-ray should be completely restored and remastered using THX. And THX gets movies completely better picture and better sound, which I guess is the same as high definition for some reason. But seriously, I don't get it. But seriously, don't get me wrong, it's still a great movie. I really loved it. It's still one of the best movies ever. I'm not saying it's the worst movie in my opinion. It's still great. But for any of you who haven't really seen it, you've got to check it out. Even if you weren't being a big fan of it, you should love it. I know you're going to start thinking about it. Just give it a try and you'll love it. I'm pretty sure you will. I just don't know if I had to give my friends to say things like that. But overall, An American Tail, Fievel Goes West is a really, really good movie. I'm going to try to buy it on DVD one day. Well, I'm not talking about it on VHS. I have this movie on VHS already. I also want to get this movie as a CAV letterbox widescreen format on Laserdisc. And Laserdisc is awesome, I should say. And this movie is one of my favorites ever, and you are really going to love it. Even with Amblimation, you are seriously going to love it. And these movies by Amblimation are so popular, they've gone to be a really big success. Like Balto, I want to get that movie really badly. But I don't really think I'm going to get it until Christmas or something like that. But if I don't, I could still get it on the internet, for sure I am. And this movie's awesome. I really loved it. Balto is one of my favorites, and it is by Amblimation, and they've done a good job on it. Another movie by Amblimation is this popular one of all, and that would be We're Back a Dinosaur Story, and it's also by Amblimation. I remember watching this movie, and I've been telling my friends about it. The reason why I'm showing you these movies is that I'm talking about Amblimation for just one sec. So, Amblimation to me is awesome. I really loved it, and I seriously loved watching these movies, and I even love the logo. And which makes me think about it is, I've been telling my friends about Amblimation, and it was so awesome. I'm just trying to tell you. But anyways, this is a really good movie, and I enjoyed watching it. I say I get every one of you to pick it up and just share it with your friends and family, and you should really love it. But for any of you who hadn't really seen it, or if you haven't seen it in years and wanted to see it, all you gotta do is do two things. Get it from the internet. You can buy it from the internet. You can buy it from Amazon.com or something. Or you can look it up here on YouTube and you know how to buy it. Well, you can do whichever you want. But yeah, what I should say is, again, overall, it's a great movie. I loved it. I'm going to buy it on DVD one day. I think I'm going to probably rent it from Netflix first and then probably buy it. But anyways, BHL to 100 PCAT 5 signing off. Check out my other videos and funny videos and be one of the million viewers. God bless you, my friends. Simply comment, rate, and subscribe. All you viewers out there, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later, fellas.